Usually he's decent.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had a bad night.
Huh.
Put up the first responders first. Oh, you're gonna have to download it in my email. It shouldn't be signed out. Right over here on the far left. 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 Right there. Scroll down. You have to hit download. Okay. I'm going to lead off with that. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. I'm John Preddy, joined by my wife and producer and chief cook and bottle washer that keeps this show going, Lisa Preddy. And it is Heroes on the Diamond Night, a tribute to all of the first responders here in Weyburn. So thank you for your service to all of our first responders, and we hope you enjoy the game here tonight. The just starting lineup for the visiting Brooks Bombers as they take on the Weyburn Beavers here tonight. Leading things off is the shortstop, number 2, Eric Bayania. Andrew Bain, the center fielder, number 13, bats second. In the 3 spot, Jose Vargas, the right fielder, and he wears jersey number 6. The cleanup hitter, Andres Gonzalez. He's in left field wearing number 17. The number 5 hitter, the designated hitter, Ben Simmons, number 18. In the 6th spot, number 22, Amir Pinheiro, the catcher tonight. Owen Fernandez is at first base and batting 7th. He wears number 42. Eric Morez at third base wearing number 5 and batting 8th. Rounding out the order, the former Beaver, Derry Steyert Couture. He gets to start tonight at second base, wears jersey number 8, and he will bat in the 9th spot. Paulo Martel is the starting pitcher for the Brooks Bombers, number 28. We'll pause for the anthem, and we'll be back with the Beavers starting lineup. Welcome back to Tom Lang Park, and the starting lineup tonight for your hometown Weyburn Beavers. Leading things off and playing left field will be number 8, Joe Medill, in the number 2 spot. Number 15, Ryan Dauphiny, and he'll start at second base. Braden Mancourt, the first baseman, bats third, wearing jersey number 7. Number 33, Anthony Cortese, is the cleanup hitter. He's a designated hitter tonight. In right field, number 12, Austin Boylan, and he'll be the 5 hitter. In the 6th spot, the catcher, number 10, Rob Gurney. Batting 7th, Jared Cramp, and starting at third base tonight, number 2, number 6, Trevor Dale, the shortstop, batting 8th, and rounding out the order in center field, number 3, Hugh Montgomery. The starting pitcher for tonight's game is Logan Lynch. Logan, yeah, well, it's between him and Zach Rachel and Josh Pritchard, really, like 3 dudes. And Maddock Day is throwing really well at all, so the Beavers have the luxury of 4 real good starting pitchers. Logan Lynch, definitely among them. Logan, a 4-win, 3-loss record with 1 save. He's thrown 47 innings, allowed 49 hits, 20 runs, 18 of them earned, 38 strikeouts to go with 15 bases on balls, and a 3.45 earned run average, which is second in the WCBL, second to his teammate Zach Rachel, who leads the Western Canadian Baseball League with his 3.22 earned run average. It's inflated by 2 earned runs, by the way, due to faulty scoring around the league. Logan Lynch from Cartersville, Georgia, and Logan is a member of the Reinhardt University Eagles in the Appalachian Conference, NAIA. Yeah, the Appalachians are beautiful. My partner, we went to the Appalachians, to Pikeville, Kentucky, to see Senior Day for our graduating senior Noah Brooks, who decided not to play summer baseball this year, spend a summer at home before he joins the RCMP Academy in Regina. So we'll see him when that happens. But it was a long drive, and it was very beautiful country, heart of Hatfield and McCoy's feud country as well. So our billet son, Rob Gurney, spent a season at Pikeville as well, and that's how Logan Lynch came to come here. Rob knew him, and knew he was a dog, and Logan looking for a professional deal, so putting together a solid summer and a solid stat line to try and accomplish that goal. So leading things off for the Bombers will be Eric Bayania. And Lynch looks in. First pitch is outside for a ball at 7:06 p.m. So we almost got started on time tonight. It's the first time in a while. So 1 ball, no strikes to Eric Bayanea. Bayanea, the leading hitter on the Brooks roster. Fouls that away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bayanea in 18 games, 25 hits in 67 at-bats. He scored 25 runs, 6 doubles, 7 home runs, 26 runs batted in to lead the Brooks squad. And all of that translates into a .373 batting average. Swing and a miss. A slider there that Lynch really pulled the string on, and Bayanea's swing way out in front. So 1-2 as Lynch gets ahead of the leadoff man. Andrew Bain in the on-deck circle for the Bombers. Tries to go inside with a breaking ball and misses. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll set the Beaver defense in a moment. Logan Lynch, a deliberate pitcher. That's hit deep to left field, and a solo home run to lead things off by Eric Bayanea. That was a no-doubter. Number 8 for Bayanea, and RBI number 27 on the season. So it'll bring Andrew Bain to the plate. Lynch got it up a little bit, and Bayanea made him pay for it. A check swing right back to Logan Lynch over to first, 1 away. 1-3 on the putout. And Jose Vargas will be the hitter. Vargas, tonight's right fielder. Andres Gonzalez, the left fielder, in the on-deck circle. Brooks, a leadoff home run by Eric Bayanea. They have a 1-0 lead. Slider on the outside edge, taken by Vargas. 0-1 the count. For Vargas, 15 games, 19 hits in 53 at-bats, 11 runs scored, 2 doubles, 4 homers, 15 runs batted in, a swing and a miss, strike 2. .358 batting average entering this one for Jose Vargas. So Lynch ahead 0-2. Good smart 0-2 here. Tries to nibble that outside edge again and just misses. 1-2. Home plate umpire tonight, Sean Wetherill. He's one of the best in the WCBL in my opinion. Connor Jocelyn down at first base, and Braden Lonsbury, the Estevan product, he's over at third base tonight. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's lifted into shallow right field. Austin Boylan over foul territory, and he cannot make the grab. So new life for Vargas. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jose Vargas. Outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count goes full to Vargas. Payoff pitch coming. Swing and a miss. He struck him out for a strikeout for Logan Lynch. 2 away. And Andres Gonzalez will come to the plate. Gonzalez, 5 games, 4 hits in 17 at-bats. He has 4 runs scored. Takes a breaking ball on the outside edge for strike 1. He has 1 double and no runs batted in. .235 batting average in a small sample size. Something there because he's batting in the cleanup spot tonight. That sales high, 1-1. So you don't put somebody there that can't mash. Breaking ball slapped past Jason Wandler down in the Brooks third base coaching box. Jason having to take the helm of the Bombers after coaching staff left en masse. Got an explanation from Jason on that. Right down the middle, he froze him with a breaking ball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Logan Lynch. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base. So after a half inning of play, the Brooks Bombers won. The Weyburn Beavers no score. And we'll be back with the bottom of the first on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege right after this.
Get ready for the sweetest baseball event in Canada. All the very best players from around the WCBL will be in the very best city for the 2026 All-Star Weekend. Don't be sour. Get your tickets to the summer's biggest baseball event now.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play.
Daniel Jenkins. Let's see if he goes back. And I'll shout him out if he returns there if they're not rotating. Starting pitcher for the Brooks Bombers tonight is Paulo Martel. Martel, he started 2 games, so start number 3. He has a 0-2 record. 17 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 22 hits, 28 runs, 26 of them earned. Has 21 strikeouts to go with 11 bases on balls and a 13.25 earned run average. And to greet Paulo Martel will be number 8, Joe Medill, the left fielder, number 15, Ryan Dauphiny, the second baseman, and Braden Mayencourt, the first baseman, number 7. So after giving up the leadoff home run on a 2-2 pitch, Logan Lynch settles right down. And 1-2-3 after that. So just one mistake. First pitch from Martel down to Joe Medill. Ball 1. Joe on the year. That's up high. 2 balls, no strikes. In 36 games, 29 hits in 118 at-bats, 25 runs scored. He has 5 doubles, 5 home runs, and 16 runs batted in. 246 average for Joe Medill. Takes strike 1. Joe participating in the bunt derby at the All-Star game this weekend in Saskatchewan. Breaking ball on the outside edge. And that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yes, sir. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Actually, a foul tip squeeze, but still goes down as a swinging strikeout. So the leadoff man strikes out, and Ryan Dauphiny will be the hitter. High fastball that Joe couldn't catch up with. And Ryan Dauphiny at the plate. Fouls the first pitch over the screen, 0-1. Doff on the season in 17 games. 16 hits and 59 at-bats, 9 runs scored. He has 5 doubles, 1 homer, 13 runs batted in. Good for a .271 batting average entering this one. Called strike, 0-2. Braden Mancourt on deck. Swing and a miss, a drop third strike, throw down in time. A swinging strikeout, 2-3 on the putout for the second out. Braden Mancourt, the hitter, back at first base this evening. Fouls the first pitch straight back. He's right on him. 0-1. Braden Mancourt in 34 games has 34 hits in 120 at-bats. Scored 26 runs, tied for the team lead in runs scored. 6 doubles, 2 triples, 4 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Hoping for a scoring correction to get him that third triple. And takes a strike there. So 0-2 the count to Braden Mancourt. Spiked that one. Not a competitive 0-2, but better than hanging one. Anthony Cortese is in the on-deck circle. Fouls it off himself. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's fouled over the screen and out of play. Outside, 2-2. Seems kind of quiet in the Beaver dugout. What do you think? Outside, full count. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up. So a competitive at-bat here, and I don't think the first two were all that competitive. I think the fellas would agree. Popped up, foul territory. Third baseman back, and Eric Mora makes the play. 3 up, 3 down inning on a pop foul, and Beavers go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We'll be back with the top of the second right after this. Welcome back to Tom Lang Park, top of the second inning. Bombers lead the Beavers 1-0, and leading things off for the Bombers in the top of the second will be Ben Simmons, the designated hitter. Also due up, Amir Pinheiro and Owen Fernandez, the 5, 6, 7 hitters. First pitch in there for a strike. For Simmons on the year, 20 games, 26 for 79. Takes outside for ball 1, 1-1. 26 for 79, 13 runs scored, 8 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 14 runs batted in. Good for a .329 batting average. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Breaking ball catches the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The outfield for the Beavers, Joe Medill in left, Hugh Montgomery in center, Austin Boylan in right. Full count. The infield for the Beavers at third base, Jared Cramp. Trevor Dale, the shortstop. Ryan Dauphiny at second. Braden Mancourt at third. Rob Gurney, the catcher. And Logan Lynch on the mound. Payoff pitch. Just misses outside. First walk of the ball game. The home run. Number 22, Amir Pinheiro at the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Not seeing Oh, there we go. There we go. 18 games, 19 hits for Pinero. Swing and a miss. Nothing in two. 19 hits in 57 at bats, 9 runs scored, 3 doubles, 2 homers, 9 runs batted in. A .333 batting average for Amir Pinero, who, with an 0-2 count, chokes up on the bat and lifts one into center field. Hugh Montgomery a few steps back and over, and he'll make the catch short of the track, one away. F8 for out number 1. And Owen Fernandez will come to the plate. So along with Jason Wandler down at third base, Danielle Jenkins is the coach at first base. Fernandez fouls that over top of the Beaver dugout. 0-1. For Fernandez, 16 games. He has 15 hits in 51 at bats, 12 runs scored, 2 doubles, 5 home runs, 12 runs batted in. Good for a .294 batting average. Pickoff move. Simmons is back. Lynch has a good pickoff move. Fouled straight back. And quickly Logan Lynch ahead, 0-2. A ground ball would be just what the doctor ordered here for Logan Lynch. If he can get that double play ball, save some pitches. Third foul ball of the at-bat. It's still 0-2. As Zach Rachel retrieves that baseball. That's hit on the ground to third. Cramp over to second for one. Dauphiny to first in time! 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. So the Bombers do not score, and they do not get a base hit. There were no errors and no runners left. So after 1.5, the Bombers won. The Beavers no score, and we'll be back with the bottom of the second right after this.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Anthony Cortese will lead things off for the Weyburn Beavers in the home half of the second inning. Anthony, probably in terms of qualified hitters, actually, by the time you blend in a few at-bats from Colt, he's probably not anymore, but leading batting average with a 283 mark. 26 games, 24 hits, and 84 at-bats for Anthony, 10 runs scored. Takes down out of the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. He has 2 doubles, a triple, 7 runs batted in on the campaign. Off-speed pitch, swung through. 1-2. Austin Boylan on deck. Fouled over into the Brooks dugout. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rob Gurney also due up in the home half of the second. That's spiked. That'll make the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Martell, not a real big guy. Let's see what, Lisa, probably 5'7"-ish. Not very tall. Throws hard enough. Breaking ball hangs upstairs. And the count is full. Pitch number 7 of the at-bat is the payoff pitch to Anthony Cortese. And Cortese lines that directly at Eric Mora. 1 away. Good solid contact by Cortese on a full count pitch. Couple of feet to the left. That's into left field for a base hit. But directly at Eric Mora. Didn't have to move. Austin Boylan, the right fielder, steps into the batter's box. Takes upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. For Austin on the season, 30 games, 24 hits and 90 at-bats, 21 runs scored. He has 5 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs, and leads the team with 25 runs batted in. As he rolls that foul down the third base line. Austin with a home run 2 nights ago in Medicine Hat. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Tied for the team lead with Joe Medill with 5 home runs apiece. And he hits that to center. Back goes Andrew Bain, and he'll make the catch short of the track. Center field, a bit of a graveyard here. Ball does not carry that way, and it is deep. 2 out for Rob Gurney. Beavers still looking for their first hit of the night. Jared Cramp on deck. Outside, 1-0. Rob Gurney on the year, 35 games, 29 hits in 111 at-bats. He scored 20 times. 9 doubles to lead the Beavers, 4 home runs, 18 runs batted in. 261 batting average. That's upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Thirteen walks so far on the season for Rob. That ties him for 3rd on the Beaver squad. swings through. It kind of looked like a late decision and just kind of waved at it. And fooled by the pitch. Looked like a changeup from Martel. So 2-1. Fastball called strike 2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. In the dirt, full count. Second full count of the inning. So working that pitch count a bit here now after a pretty efficient first inning for Paulo Martel. A full count, 2 outs. Payoff pitch right down the middle. Gurney strikes out looking. 1-2-3 inning once again. Martel has retired the first 6 Beavers in order with 3 strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 2 complete, the Bombers won, the Beavers no score, and we'll be back with the third after this.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Eric Moore to lead things off for the Brooks Bombers. Swing and a miss by Mora, strike 1. For Eric Mora, 23 games, 22 hits and 75 at-bats. 21 runs scored, 4 doubles, 4 homers, 15 runs batted in. Good for a .293 batting average. Lynch breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gary Steyer Couture on deck, and then the top of the order, Eric Bayania. 1-2 the count. Logan Lynch ahead. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch struck him out. Gary Steyer Couture. Gary played for the Beavers back in 2023. First pitch from Logan Lynch misses up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Derry in 27 games, 16 hits, 72 at-bats. 23 runs scored. He has 3 doubles, 2 home runs, 9 runs batted in, and a .222 batting average. Take strike 1. Derry, a solid defensive player that can give you an inning or two on the mound as well. A versatile guy, can play all of the infield positions. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul over the screen and out of play. A good defensive swing there. Stay alive. One ball, 2 strikes. Outside, 2-2. That's in there. Breaking ball. Over the inside edge, kind of froze Derry. 4 strikeouts for Logan Lynch. And Eric Bayania will come to the plate. He's the only guy who has been responsible for any offense tonight for either team. The only hit of the game. Take strike 1. Bayania leadoff home run in the top of the first. And no base hits anywhere since. Andrew Bain on deck, the center fielder. Just misses outside. 1-1. Count went to 2-2 on Bayania. And Lynch got one up a bit. And Bayania got all of it. Tried to hold up the swing. Couldn't. And the count 1-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. That's in there. And Bayania knew it. Logan Lynch strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. The Beavers are going to look to heat up some bats when we come back with the bottom of the 3rd.
This July, the Okotoks Dogs and Baseball Canada will host the Road to Okotoks and the Morneau Cup National Championship at the Seaman Stadium Complex from July 14th to 19th. Come watch the top 16 youth baseball teams from across the country. These are the future stars of Canadian baseball, tomorrow's collegiate standouts and professional players, all chasing a national championship. Don't miss a week of elite competition, unforgettable moments, and the future of Canadian baseball in Okotoks.
Jared Cramp will lead things off for the Weyburn Beavers in the bottom of the third inning. Cramp takes on the outside edge for strike one. Also due up, Trevor Dale and Hugh Montgomery, the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Beavers looking for their first hit of the game. Tails away, 1-1. Jared Cramp on the year in 24 games, 15 hits in 79 at-bats, 13 runs scored, 2 doubles, 2 triples, a homer, 13 runs batted in. Hit on the ground to second, picked up there over to first in time. Gary Steyert Couture over to Owen Fernandez. 4-3 on the putout, one away. Trevor Dale at the plate. Up and out of the zone, ball one. Trevor in 23 games, 18 hits in 75 at-bats, 14 runs scored, 5 doubles, 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in, 240 batting average, and a 2-ball, no-strike count to Trevor. Hugh Montgomery on deck. That's down. They checked it at first, but Trevor Dale did not go. So a 3-0 count to number 6. That's inside for ball 4. First base runner of the game for the Beavers. And a tough guy to double up at the plate. The speedy Hugh Montgomery. Trevor Dale with good speed at second as well. Hugh on the year in 34 games, 31 hits in 122 at-bats. He's scored 26 runs, tied for the team lead. Lays down the bunt. Mora up with it, bare hands, makes the throw in time. A nice play there by Eric Mora. A sacrifice bunt moves Trevor Dale to second base. So a 5-3 sacrifice. Mora had to be perfect, and he was. I think Hugh bunted it just a little further than he wanted to. But a runner in scoring position now for Joe Medill, so a base hit will tie the game here. Joe struck out his first at-bat, 0 for 1. And that's hitting the air to center field. Bain calls for it. And 1 pitch, 1 out for the third out. So the Beavers get a runner into scoring position, but unable to do anything about it. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left and in scoring position. After 3 innings, 1-0 Brooks. We'll be back with the 4th and a line score update after this.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
update the line score for tonight's game. The Brooks Bombers one run on one hit, no errors, and they've left no runners on base. Weyburn Beavers, no runs on no hits, no errors, and one runner left on base. Oh, Andrew Bain will be the hitter. In the first, Bain, a check swing, kind of a nubber back to Logan Lynch on the first pitch of the at-bat. So Bain is 0 for 1 and nubs that to Lynch. One away. Jose Vargas will come to the plate. Vargas struck out in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. First pitch from Lynch outside, ball 1. That's slashed foul down the left field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Vargas strikeout was behind 1-2, worked a full count, and struck out swinging on the payoff pitch. 1-1. That's drilled foul. Deep into right fielding and foul as Casey Lindstead goes to retrieve that ball in behind the field tarp, right in the corner. Up the middle, Dale, a nice Sunday hop, 2 out. Looked like that might be an ugly hop, but it just jumped nice and softly up for Trevor Dale, and a real smooth play by Jimmy. Definitely in the running for the best defensive shortstop in the league. Andres Gonzalez, the hitter. Fouls the first Logan Lynch offering away, 0-1. Ben Simmons, a designated hitter in the on-deck circle for the Brooks Bombers. So since this solo home run, Logan Lynch has faced the minimum. Breaking ball just misses. 1-1. Ben Simmons walked in the second, but was erased on a 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. So Lynch, I guess, kind of retired 11 in a row at this point. Pitch is called ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. Off-speed pitch. Foul tip squeezed by Rob Gurney, 2-2. We'll record that as a foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just misses outside, and that'll fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a 2-out payoff pitch coming as Logan Lynch looks in for the sign from catcher Rob Gurney and sets. That's fouled hard towards the Brooks dugout. Gonzalez choked up a little bit on the bat. You can see a little bit of the handle above the knob. Full count, payoff pitch from Logan Lynch. In there! Strike 3 called. 6th strikeout of the night for Logan Lynch. 1-2-3 inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And we'll be back with the bottom of the 4th right after this.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
He didn't go around 5 times. Cheater. Ryan Doffany to lead things off for the Beavers in the bottom of the 4th inning. Foul tip, strike 1. Doff struck out in his first plate appearance. He's 0 for 1. Braden Mancourt and Anthony Cortese also due up for the Beavers. That's fouled right at the plate. 0-2 to Ryan Doffany. Oh, 2 the count to Doff. That's hit on the ground to short. Picked up there and over to first in time. 6-3 on the putout. Smooth play by Eric Bayania. One out. We'll reset the Bombers' defense here in a moment. Braden Mancourt settles in. Takes strike 1 from Paulo Martinez. In the outfield, Andres Gonzalez in left, Andrew Bain in center, Jose Vargas in right field. Up the middle, off the glove of Martel, and Mancourt beats that out for an infield single. Good hustle, Mayo. The first base hit of the Beavers' night is a hustle play by Braden Mancourt. That ought to fire up the Beaver bench a bit, as the veteran tripped over the bag to be safe. Got really dirty. And Anthony Cortese with a runner aboard and 1 out. Anthony lined out on a full count pitch directly at Eric Mora at third base. Mora playing in. Cortese takes strike one. I doubt Anthony Cortese would be bunting in this situation with one out. Mara back just behind the bag now. Creeping in though. In the dirt, 1-1. Anthony Cortese from Fremont, California, a member of the Eastern New Mexico University Greyhounds in Portales, New Mexico for his college season. Swing and a miss. Looked like that was down and out of the zone. A lot of 6-12 movement on that curveball though. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Austin Boylan on deck. Swing and a miss. Pitch wildly off the plate. Fourth strikeout for Martel. There's been a few disappointing at-bats this evening. Austin Boylan, runner on first and 2 out. Takes strike one. Austin flew out to center in his first at-bat, 0 for 1. Rob Gurney on deck. Fouled into the Bombers dugout. And Martel quickly ahead, 0-1. Up and out of the zone, way up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. 5th strikeout for Martel. Beavers strand the base runner, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After 4 complete, the Bombers won, the Beavers no score. We'll be back with the 5th after this.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Ben Simmons, the designated hitter, will lead things off for the Brooks Bombers in the top half of the 5th inning. Amir Pinheiro, the catcher, and Owen Fernandez, the first baseman, also do up the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Bombers. And Logan Lynch threw 4 innings, 56 pitches, 38 for strikes. Ground ball up the middle. Trevor Dale up with it, on to first in time. So Simmons is retired for the first out, and Amir Pinheiro will be the hitter. Swing and a miss. Had a slider. 0-1. Pinheiro flew out to center field in his first at-bat, 0 for 1. Ball a few feet short of the track. Breaking ball misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just misses. 2-1. Pitch looked close. And a breaking ball sliced foul down the left field line. Ooh, and Amir Pinheiro lost his footing. It's like he's okay. Two the count. Lynch looks in. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 7 for Logan Lynch. And Owen Fernandez will come to the plate. Fernandez hit into that 5-4-3 double play. A nice play by Cramp and Dauphiny to get the big first baseman at first base. Lifting in foul territory. Gurney gives chase. He can't get there. Won the count. Nobody had a chance for that ball. Slider fouled out of play. So 0-2 the count to Owen Fernandez. Sails outside. Good idea on the 0-2. Just a little far to get him to chase. 1 ball, 2 strike count. That's laced foul on the left field line. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eric Mora in the on-deck circle. One, two. That's lifted in the air to third base. Jared Kramp with a beat on it. 3 away. Another 1-2-3 inning for Logan Lynch. He has faced the minimum of hitters since the leadoff home run in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And the Beavers looking to get something going here in the fifth as their pitcher is throwing an absolute gem. We'll be right back. A reminder that community fundraiser coming up on Friday, July 24th. KFC buffets for our community. The Beavers will be on hand. I believe the Beavers will be on site at the KFC about 11 a.m. And the event gets underway from 10:30 to 9. $5 from every KFC buffet sold will go directly to the Weyburn Beavers. And, you know, if you're planning to be in the area, please take that in. The only KFC buffet in Canada, located right here in Weyburn. And a thank you to Larry and his staff at KFC. We appreciate your partnership with the Weyburn Beavers. 10:30 to 8, not 9. I stand corrected. Rob Gurney to lead things off. Fouls one off his foot, and that hurt. Athletic therapist Jana Elgard coming to have a look at Rob Gurney. He's a pretty tough cowboy. Now Rob getting ready to go back in, adjusting those batting gloves. 0-1 the count to Rob Gurney. Struck out looking back in the second, 0 for 1. Jared Kramp and Trevor Dale on deck. That's hit on the ground to third. Mora up with it over to first, 1 away. The Beavers still unable to get the leadoff man aboard in any inning. Beavers have had 2 base runners tonight. 1 walk and 1 base hit. That's it. Jared Kramp takes strike 1. Jared grounded out to second in his first at-bat. He is 0 for 1. Breaking ball hangs up and out of the zone. That'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. That was pitch number 60 for Paulo Martel. 37 for strikes. Breaking ball high. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jared Kramp. Cramp from St. Clair, Michigan, a member of the FloCollege baseball team in McPherson, Kansas. Able to hold up the swing, not even move the hands, flinched a bit, and takes low. 3-1 the count to Cramp. So a hitter's count. And ball 4. Cramp is aboard with 1 out for Trevor Dale. The dangerous Trevor Dale. Which way's the breeze going? Is it out a little bit? I miss the flags out there. The flags when they were in center field were ideal. So Jared Cramp, the runner at first, checked by Martel. Trevor Dale walked his first at-bat, 0 for 0. No official at-bats in the game. Popped up behind first base. Over is the second baseman, Derry Star Couture, 2 away. So Hugh Montgomery will be the hitter as the Beavers just unable to move runners. Hugh was able to move Trevor Dale to second base on a ground out with 1 out back in the third. That was actually a sacrifice bunt. So Hugh Montgomery with no official at-bats, and he drives a ball foul. Really got around on that for an 0-1 count. So Hugh looks like he's got Paolo Martel timed up, able to get around. So that pitch on the inside part swung through and missed. 0-2. Curveball. Some action down in the pen now for the Brooks Bombers as Martel 66 pitches into this one. Top of the order, Joe Medill in the on-deck circle. That's up and out of the zone. One ball and 2 strikes to Hugh Montgomery. Hugh from Winnipeg, Manitoba. A member of the Mayville State University Comets in his college season. And of course that's in Mayville, North Dakota. That's hit on the ground. A fair ball. Mora up with it. Long throw. Pulls Fernandez off the bag. And that's going to be an infield single for Hugh Montgomery. So 2 aboard now and 2 outs. A really strong play by Mora just to keep that from getting into the outfield and allowing Cramp to go all the way to third base. And my elite spotter has spotted that number 23, Aiden Maxwell, is warming in the pen for the Bulls. Bulls were here on the weekend. Bombers. Missed it by an hour and a half down the highway or so. So Aiden Maxwell warming in the pen for the Bombers. Martel spikes the first pitch to Joe Medill. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Joe struck out in the first, flew out to center in the third. Outside, 2-0. Joe Medill from Nanaimo, BC. Played his college season with the Cochise College Apaches in Douglas, Arizona. And hi to his folks, Aaron and Emily. in the dirt. Nice block there by Amir Pinheiro. And a 3-0 count to Joe Medill. Ryan Dauphiny on deck. Lights coming on now at Tom Lang Park. So I got to think it's straight red light here at 3-0. And it is, and it's off the plate for ball 4. So the Beavers have them loaded up. Mound visit by head coach Jason Wandler. Jason, also the team governor, having to take over the coaching reins with the departure of the Brooks coaching staff. Last week. All of them. Well, okay. Well, Jason told me the story, and I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything proprietary, so I'll tell it. Oh, new pitcher coming into the game. So I'll tell you that story after we take about a 30-second break, and we'll be right back with the new pitcher, Aiden Maxwell. All right, so yeah, the situation with the Brooks head coach Justin Gomez got a different job at a junior college and had to report, so he had to leave, I believe, on July 14th for his new job. And his dad was the pitching coach, so he also decided to leave. And his assistant coach rode up to Brooks with head coach Justin Gomez, and he elected to ride back with Justin Gomez. So Jason Wandler, a tough situation. So he's behind the bench here for the road trip solo. So I kind of feel for him, a lot of work for him. And Jason Wandler is one of the good guys. So definitely wish him and the entire Brooks franchise all the best over the rest of the season. So bases loaded for Ryan Dauphiny. And Aiden Maxwell, his first offering is off the plate. Maxwell on the year, a 2-win, 1-loss record, 18 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 22 hits, 18 runs, 16 earned. He has struck out 15, walked 11, and a 7.71 earned run average. 1-1 the count to Ryan Dauphiny. Slow curveball is lined into left field. That's going to drop. No play at the plate. 2-run single. Ryan Dauphiny, the career RBI leader, does it again. Jared Cramp and Hugh Montgomery both score. Joe Medill advances to second base, and 2 aboard for Braden Mayencourt. 2-run single, Ryan Dauphiny. That's up high. 2 balls and a strike, and finally some life in that Beaver dugout. 4 Ryan Dauphiny, RBIs number 14 and 15 on this season. Swing and a miss. A big cut there by Mayo. He's trying to put 3 more on the board with 1 swing. Anthony Cortese in the on-deck circle. Popped up. Mora over by the fence. Oh, it just got into the dugout. Mora, a nice effort there, but couldn't reach over the fence. I think he lost his glove on the fence. He hooked it and it fell off. He was barehanded, I tell you. I wouldn't lie to you about that. So I would say that's new life for Braden Mancourt. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 aboard. Beavers with 2 in the inning so far. Slow breaking ball off the plate, and that is going to fill the count to Braden Mancourt. Of course, Mancourt, the Beavers' career base on balls leader. Entering this game 20 on the year, and he's rung up and he thought it was ball 4. So a strikeout for Aiden Maxwell. That'll retire the side. But the Beavers do get 2 runs on 2 base hits. There were no errors. 2 were left, and one of them in scoring position. So after 5 complete, the Beavers 2, the Bombers 1. And Logan Lynch back on the mound for inning number 6 when we come back.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Is our Pump Jacks beer batter, the third baseman, number 5, Eric Mora. The beer batter fails to safely make it to first base for the next 5 minutes. It's 2 beer for $10. The Ice and Tire Beer Shack.
Eric Mora will lead things off for the Brooks Bombers in the top of the 6th inning. Swing, foul tip caught by Rob Gurney, strike 1. Derry Steyert, Couture, and then the top of the order, Eric Bayania. 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order, due up. Slider fouled back. Lynch ahead, nothing in 2. So Logan, 68 pitches, 46 for strikes through the first 5. Popped up, Mancourt over towards the dugout, in play. Good focus, makes the catch. P3F for the first out. And that'll bring Derry Steyert Couture to the plate. Derry struck out looking in his first plate appearance. He is 0 for 1. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Breaking ball, slider for a strike. 1-1. That's looped in the air to shallow right. Back goes Dauphiny, and he'll make the catch. Nice play there by Doff. We'll call it an F4 to shallow right field. 2 away for Eric Bayania. Bayania, leadoff home run to kick this one off, and ever since then, Logan Lynch has faced the minimum. And cruising along here. 1 for 2 is Bayania. Big cut there. Oh and 1, the count. That home run on the top of the first by Bayania, an absolute no doubter. He absolutely crushed it. Off-speed breaking ball down. 1-1. Andrew Bain, the center fielder, in the on-deck circle. That's in there. A look of disappointment there from Bayania. I don't know if it was, I think it was probably for himself, but hard to say. 1-2 with 2 outs. Fouled straight back. Lynch going right after him with the 1-2 pitch. Slider just misses inside. Lynch trying to nibble. And it was close, but it missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. From what I saw in the first, right to be a little cautious around Eric Bayania. Fouled over onto the horse track. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Time asked for by Eric Bayania, and it is granted by home plate umpire Sean Wetherill. So 2-2 once again. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 8 for Logan Lynch. 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Beavers batting in the bottom of the 6th when we return right after this. Anthony Cortese will lead things off against Aiden Maxwell. Maxwell entered the game in relief of Paulo Martel and allowed a 2-run single to Ryan Dauphiny. And struck out Braden Mancourt looking to end the threat with a couple aboard. But the Beavers lead this 2-1, batting here in the bottom of the 6th. Cortese with back-to-back foul balls to make the count no balls, 2 strikes. The line on Paulo Martel, 4 2/3 innings pitched. He only allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 3 and struck out 5 while throwing 72 pitches, 41 of them for strikes. So pretty solid start for Paulo Martel. And that pitch sails high on Cortese, 1-2, and a curveball swung on and missed. 1 away.
Now batting, number 12, the right fielder, Austin Boylan.
And Austin Boylan comes to the plate. 0 for 2 on the night. Breaking ball misses inside for ball 1. That sails up high. 2 balls, no strikes. So Aiden Maxwell working a little more quickly than Paulo Martel. 3-0. 4-pitch walk. And Austin Boylan aboard with 1 out. It's kind of how the last inning started. A 1-out walk to Jared Cramp. A pop-up by Trevor Dale, and with 2 outs, an infield single by Hugh Montgomery put 2 aboard. A walk to Joe Medill loaded him up. A pitching change and a 2-run single by Ryan Dauphiny. And Rob Gurney will be the hitter. Curveball hit in the air to left field. That's caught out there by Andres Gonzalez. 2 out. Quick at bat there. And Jared Cramp will be the hitter with 2 outs. Low ball 1. Jared Cramp 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. It's fouled back to the screen, 1-1. Trevor Dale on deck. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Outside, 3-1. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued to Jared Cramp by consecutive pitchers.
Number 6, Trevor Dale.
2 aboard for Trevor Dale. Fastball on the outside edge for strike 1. Trevor 0 for 1. Popped up to second baseman Derry Steyer Couture in the 5th. Walked in the 3rd. Slow curveball in the dirt. That'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Trevor Dale from West Valley City, Utah. Played at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs in the 25-26 college season. Breaking ball inside. 2 balls and a strike. Hugh Montgomery is on deck. Two won the count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Outside, full count to Trevor Dale. The runners will be on the move. Cramp with pretty good speed at first base. If Trevor was able to hit a gap, I think he'd be able to score. Boylan will score on any base hit. Runners move, swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Aiden Maxwell. Beavers, they do not score. They didn't get a base hit. There were no errors. 2 left, 1 in scoring position. So after 6 complete, the Beavers 2, the Bombers 1. We'll be back with the 7th after this.
8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16, 18, 21, 23, 24, and 25. You have a great Sky Co-op playback bingo. Bring the program to the announcer's booth for verification. Center fielder, number 13, Andrew Bain.
New first base coach for the Bombers as Matty Schneider heads down to first base, and Andrew Bain will lead things off for the Bomb squad here in the top of the 7th inning. Shows bunt, gets it down, and it rolls fortunately foul. Cramp playing pretty deep. Bain trying to bunt for a base hit. Good idea. Bain is 0 for 2 in the game. He's had a couple of comebackers to Logan Lynch for those 2 outs. Well, 0-1 the count. Cramp. Back of the bag, about 3 strides. That sails outside, 1-1. Logan Lynch at 83 pitches, 58 of them for strikes. Breaking ball misses inside, 2-1. Popped over the screen and out of play, 2-2. Jose Vargas, the right fielder in the on-deck circle. Andres Gonzalez, the left fielder, also due up in the top of the seventh. 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Bombers. Just misses outside, and that'll fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Saw the top of the order last night in Regina for the Brooks Bombers do quite a bit of damage. Did it go 10? No, it didn't go 10. Ground ball, base hit. First hit since the leadoff man. Second hit of the night for the Bombers. No, Regina had taken the lead before then. It was tied at 6, though. The Bombers actually led 7-6. Regina scored 3 to make it 9-7 and held on. Jose Vargas to the plate with a runner aboard and nobody out. First pitch from Lynch misses outside for ball 1. Vargas 0 for 2 in the ball game. I was supposed to update the line score. I can still do that. Breaking ball misses outside again, 2-0. So through 6 innings, the Bombers 1 run. They only had 1 hit at that point. No errors, nobody left. The Beavers 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. 6 runners left on base after 6. That's looped in the air to Joe Medill out in left field. 1 away. So Gonzalez to the plate. Andres Gonzalez 0 for 2 so far tonight. Struck out looking both times in the first and the 4th innings. Runner goes. Gurney, the throw down. Bounces away from Ryan Dauphiny. Not a bad throw. So stolen base, Andrew Bain. So the first runner in scoring position all evening for the Bombers. Of course, they're only run by the solo home run by Eric Bayanea. A 1 ball, no strike count to Andres Gonzalez. Popped up. Braden Mancourt calls off his pitcher, which I believe he should do. 2 out. And Ben Simmons will be the hitter. Simmons 0 for 1 with a walk. When he walked back in the second, he was erased on a 5-4-3 double play. So, with 2 gone in the 7th, Logan Lynch has only faced 2 batters above the minimum. That's in there for a strike. 0-1. Runner on second base is Andrew Bain. I think Lynch wanted it, wants to know where it was, if it was down. I think it might have been out a bit. Another arm, 39 in the Brooks pen. Let's see who we got. At least you can read the numbers on the Brooks Bombers jerseys. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Number 39 is Aaron Fusey, I guess, or Fusey. Fusey? Fusey? Runner goes. Pitch outside. They're just going to let him have it. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That wasn't very meaningful, as he probably would have scored on a single anyway. The only time it would mean something was be on a wild pitch, but there hasn't been many of those from Logan Lynch. Swing and a miss! He struck him out! Logan Lynch, strikeout number 9. And he's through 7 innings here. The Beavers will be up in the bottom of the 7th when we come back.
Get out your 50-50 tickets. Tonight's winner going home with $350. Our winning ticket number is WB2 200198. That is WB2 200198. If you have our winning ticket, look for Matthew to claim your prize. Now pitching for the Brooks Bombers, number 39, Aaron Fusey.
Aaron Fusey, the new pitcher on the mound for the Brooks Bombers in relief of Aiden Maxwell. Maxwell went 2 1/3. We'll get to his line in a moment. Aaron Fusey has thrown only 2 innings on the year. He's allowed 2 hits and no runs, so he has a 0 ERA and a very small body of work. And greeting Aaron Fusey into the game will be the number 9 hitter, Hugh Montgomery, and the top of the order, Joe Medill and Ryan Dauphiny. The line on Aiden Maxwell, 1 1/3 innings pitched. He allowed 1 hit. He allowed the 2 runs of Martels to score on that base hit, but after that, nothing doing. A couple of walks, 3 strikeouts, 28 pitches, 13 first strikes for Aiden Maxwell. Walked 2 in inning number 6 and struck out 2. So Hugh Montgomery to lead things off. Hugh, an infield single, and scored the go-ahead run in the 5th inning, 1 for 2. Fusey misses inside, ball 1. Joe Medill in the on-deck circle. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Hugh Montgomery. Hugh, really good speed. Eric Mora, maybe 1 step behind the bag, creeps in even with the bag. So respecting the potential bunt. That won't be coming now as Hugh Montgomery takes ball 2. 1-2 the count. Mora had to make a heck of a play to keep Hugh Montgomery's ball in the infield, and that's lifted in the air to center. Bain is under it, and he'll make the catch one away. Joe Medill, with one out, comes to the plate.
Out to the plate, the left fielder, number 8, Joe Medill.
Joe 0 for 2 with a walk. Takes outside, probably down as well. Ball 1. One ball, no strike count to Joe Medill. Popped over the screen and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit the speaker wire over here. It was over there, so I think it actually physically hit the wire. We could feel it, though. The wire bouncing around. That catches the outside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Joe Medill. And Joe slaps that the other way, right at the left fielder, Andres Gonzalez. So a line out as Joe Medill trying to go backside there. Pretty good piece of hitting. And 2 away for Ryan Dauphiny. Doff 1 for 3 with that big 2-run single in the 5th inning. Take strike 1. Doff from White Rock, BC, a member of the Central Baptist College Mustangs for his 25-26 senior season. Inside, 1-1. Doff, at the end of his career, getting to experience a conference championship with the Mustangs this season. Him and teammate Braden Mancourt, who is in the on-deck circle. And Doff goes the other way to deep right. And Jose Vargas has that, a 1-2-3 inning on 3 balls to the outfield for Aaron Fusey. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see Logan Lynch once again. And we are for the bottom of the, or the top half of the 8th inning, rather. And we'll have that when we come back. Amir Pinheiro will lead things off for the Brooks Bombers against Logan Lynch in the top of the 8th inning. Logan at 98 pitches. So would he just see what he decides to do the rest of the way? Gonna need a quick inning here if he wants to continue. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Amir Pinheiro flew out to center fielder Hugh Montgomery in the 2nd and struck out in the 5th. He is 0 for 2, just getting his 3rd at bat here in the 8th inning. Outside, 2-0. Anybody been throwing down there? Somebody's moving around. The 2-0 hits Pinheiro. And the leadoff man is aboard. And Owen Fernandez will come to the plate. That was pitch number 100 for Logan Lynch. 65 of them for strikes. Owen Fernandez 0 for 2 so far today. He grounded into a 5-4-3 double play to end the 2nd inning and then popped up to 3rd base. That's hit on the ground, foul. That's what the Beavers are looking for, a ground ball that they can turn 2 on. Cramp was able to do it back in the 2nd. Foul tip squeezed there by Rob Gurney, and Logan Lynch right back in the zone. He's ahead 0-2. Logan Lynch from Cartersville, Georgia, in the suburban Atlanta area. Swing and a miss. Actually, foul tip squeezed by Rob Gurney. Strikeout number 10 for Logan Lynch. And now, only one member of the Brooks lineup has not been a strikeout victim of Logan Lynch, and that is the number 2 hitter, Andrew Bain. All 8 other Brooks starters, at least 1 strikeout. So 1 out. First pitch fouled out of play to Eric Mora. Eric Mora 0 for 2 so far tonight. Struck out in the 3rd. Popped up to first baseman Braden Mancourt in foul territory on a nice focus play right over by the fence. And Mayo able to disregard all the distractions there. Slider in the zone. And Logan Lynch quickly ahead 0-2 on 3rd baseman Eric Mora, who's had a good game defensively. And that's hit in right at Austin Boylan. He had to move maybe 5 strides. A little soft liner there. So a fly out to right field for the 2nd out of the inning. So Logan Lynch, a couple of efficient outs after getting behind and hitting the leadoff man, Amir Pinheiro. Derry Steyert Couture, the hitter, with 2 outs here in the top half of the 8th. And that's looped into right field. That's going to drop in front of Boylan, a base hit. So 2 base runners now, and a visit from Cam Williams. Usually Cam comes to make the extractions. But I don't think Lynch is up to 107 pitches, 72 for strikes as Cam Williams heads back to the dugout. And Logan Lynch remains on the mound. A masterful performance tonight so far by Lynch. Looks like it was Bill Hosegood down in the pen. And Eric Bayania will be the hitter. 1 for 3 is Bayania with a couple of strikeouts and a solo home run. 2 aboard for the dangerous Eric Bayania. And that's hit on the ground. Dale up with it, bobbles it. And that's going to probably be an E6. The bases are loaded for Andrew Bain. I'm pretty sure it's an E6. And it is. So the Bombers load the bases on only 1 base hit. And Andrew Bain, who singled in the 7th, up to the plate. Couple of tappers back to Logan Lynch and a base hit. And that's hit a liner at Medill. He misplayed it at first, but Joe able to recover and make the play. Logan Lynch, 8 complete. And he probably exits this game with a 2-1 lead, but we'll see. Maybe Cam Williams will roll him out there for another inning. We'll be right back to find out in the 9th inning. I guess the Beavers got a hit in the bottom of the 8th first when we come back.
And it's going to be pretty simple. And we got members of the Weyburn Fire Department are the ones that are going to be firing this slingshot that he's got to catch. So Richie's going to head out there and see how many he can catch. Might want to come back a little bit closer to home plate, guys. That thing can fire it far. Valiant effort for that, Richie. Let's give it up for Richie Roy. Maybe more in the slingshot catch. No, that ain't got. The first baseman, number 7, Braden Mancourt.
Braden Mancourt to lead things off for the Weyburn Beavers in the home half of the 8th inning. Mayo takes outside for ball 1. Braden 1 for 3 on the night. He had the Beavers' first base hit back in the 4th inning. That sails up high from Aaron Fusey. 2 balls and no strikes. Bill Hosegood getting ready in the pen for the Beavers. See if he can lock this one down for Logan Lynch. A couple of more runs would be nice. And a 4-pitch leadoff walk to Braden Mancourt. And Anthony Cortese will be the hitter. Anthony 0 for 3 on the night. A pretty firm line out the third in the second inning. First pitch from Fusey on the inside edge for strike one. Taken 1 ball, 1 strike, Anthony Cortese. That's in the zone, 1 and 2. Runner at first base is Braden Mancourt, the Langley, BC product out of Central Baptist College in Conway, Arkansas. Austin Boylan on deck. Fouled over the screen and out of play by Anthony Cortese, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes still. Austin Boylan in the on-deck circle. Inside, 2 and 2. Close to hitting Cortese. 2-2 the count. Runner goes. Contact play. That hit the line! Upstairs, full count. You go back and have a look and be the judge. I got a big piece of the white line. But a full count to Cortese. And ball 4.
The right fielder, number 12, Austin Boylan.
So a pinch runner for Anthony Cortese. It will be Dax Brown. So Cam Williams putting a little bit more speed on the base path here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And 2 aboard for Austin Boylan. So a visit, that is the second Brooks visit. I don't think we're in any jeopardy of running out of visits here tonight anyway, so probably don't need to record them anymore. Well, Braden Mancourt, the runner at second base. Dax Brown, the pinch runner at first, the Oxbow Saskatchewan product. Boylan shows bunt. Runs in and hits him to load it up. That's going to bring another visit from Jason Wandler. Activity in the pen, and it looks like getting hot. I can't... 25? 25 it is, and there's going to be a pitching change, so that does not count as a visit. Yeah, let's take a break. And we'll be back with the new pitcher right after this. 2-6. Not 2-5. 2-5 through last 4 innings last night, so he probably wouldn't be able. So what is it? 2-6.
Now pitching for the Brooks Bombers, number 26, Walker Pocatello. This pitching change brought to you by Swayze Concrete.
New pitcher for the Brooks Bombers is Walker Pocatello. Pocatello on the year, an 0-1 record. He's thrown 10 innings, allowed 12 hits, 16 runs, 15 earned, has 8 strikeouts to go with 16 bases on balls, and a 13.50 earned run average. Beavers loaded the bases without the benefit of a base hit, a couple of walks, and a hit by pitch. So Rob Gurney to the plate with the bases loaded, looking for an insurance run. All of the infielders in on the grass to try and cut off Braden Mancourt at the plate. Pocatello takes a while. Rob Gurney steps out. Adjusts the batting gloves, and he gets back to work. Jared Cramp in the on-deck circle. So Avery Kirkup asking for a balk for no pause, and he's not going to get it. But he does not get very animated, and he was very animated there as Walker Pocatello spiked ball 1. And that's going to bring Pinheiro out for visit number 3. Avery was loud enough that I could tell what he was asking for. You could tell what he was asking for. Avery's really done a good job as the assistant coach here with the Beavers. Done a good job at third base. And a 1-ball, no strike count to Rob Gurney. Bases are loaded. Runners are going to get good leads with all the fielders in front of them. And that's hit on the ground off of Gurney's foot. Again, that's the second time he's taken one off the toe. Jana Elgard looks over, asks if he's okay. So 1-1 the count to Rob Gurney. Rob from Campbell River, BC, a member of the Mayville State University Comets in Mayville, North Dakota for his 25-26 senior season. That's a good job by Pinheiro as another pitch in the dirt from Walker Pocatello. Got to think that's not a common last name. I got to think that Walker would be in some way related to 2025 Beaver Brigham Pocatello. Cousin. Thank you. That's hit in the air to center, and he can't find it out there. Finds it late, makes the catch. That's going to be a sac fly as Mancourt gets in there. So Rob Gurney gets the job done with the sacrifice fly on RBI. An insurance run for the Beavers, and they're still going. Runners on first and second with one out for Jared Cramp. Man court scoring on the play. That's low. 1-0 to Jared Cramp. So thank you to the Bomber fan in front of me for advising me that Walker Kokotelo is Brigham's cousin. Swing and a miss by Cramp. Looked like the pitch was down. 1-1. Cramp 0 for 1 with a pair of walks and a run scored in the ball game. Foul over the screen and out of play. Misses the fire engine off to our right in Heroes of the Ballpark night, the first responders night here at Tom Lang Park. No, I said right by the 1-2. Outside and up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trevor Dale in the on-deck circle. Foul tip squeezed by Amir Pinheiro. A first strikeout for Walker Kokotelo. And Trevor Dale comes to the plate with 2 on and 2 out here in the home half of the 8th inning. Beavers a 3-1 lead. Another insurance run or 2 would be really good. Upstairs, ball 1. For Trevor Dale, he walked in the 3rd and 0 for 2 in the ball game. So Jimmy looking for his first hit of the night. And what a time it would be for it with Dax Brown at second base with good speed. Foul tip right off of the shoulder of Pinheiro and back to the screen. 1-1. It's hit on the ground, foul down the left field line. 1-2, the count to Trevor Dale. Two outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Outside, 2-2. Hugh Montgomery on deck for the Beavs. Good job by Pinheiro. Walker Kokotelo has not made it easy for Amir Pinheiro. He's done a good job of keeping everything in front of him. And a full count to Trevor Dale. With 2 out, runners will be on the move. Decent speed on the bases as well. upstairs, ball 4. The base is once again loaded for Huey Montgomery. Beavers do not have a base hit in the inning, and they've scored a run. 3 walks and a hit by pitch. A sac fly by Rob Gurney, accounting for the Beaver run in the inning. And Hugh Montgomery would dearly love to plate a couple more here. A discussion with his college assistant coach, Avery Kirkup. Avery on the coaching staff of the Mayville State University Comets. He was a player with the Comets as well. So Jackson Henderson, the first base coach. Jackson was in the D2 World Series last year with Northwest Nazarene University in Nampa, Idaho. And Hugh Montgomery, with the bases loaded and 2 out, takes inside. One ball, no strikes. Ground ball, handled it short, flipped to second in time, 6-4 to erase Trevor Dale. And Hugh Montgomery with the fielder's choice to end the inning. The Beavers do get a run on no hits. There were no errors. 3 runners left, 2 of them in scoring position. So after 8 complete, we're going to the 9th. The Beavers with a 3-1 lead. And we'll be back with the 9th right after this. Well, folks, Logan Lynch has returned to the mound for the top of the 9th inning with a 2-run lead here, looking to finish this thing off. So Jose Vargas will lead things off for the Brooks Bombers. Vargas, the left-handed hitter, 0 for 3 in the ball game so far, the number 3 hitter. And Logan Lynch enters the inning with 109 pitches, 74 for strikes. That's hit in the air into the corner. Medill's not going to get it. Extra bases, a leadoff double for Vargas. Just the 3rd hit of the night for the Brooks Bombers. Bill Hosegood is hot. A pinch hitter, Maverick McAllister, I think it's McAllister, isn't it? It's Maverick McSomething, sorry. I don't have a roster right in front of me. It is Maverick McAllister. I had it right the first time. .371 batting average. He'll be the pinch hitter for the four-hitter Andres Gonzalez. And Lynch with a slider just misses for ball one. Maverick McAllister on the year in 35 games, 52 hits in 140 at-bats, 27 runs scored, 10 doubles, a triple, 3 homers, 24 runs batted in. An all-star is McAllister. Lynch, the slider in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Outside. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. So Logan Lynch gamely trying to finish this thing. Ben Simmons in the on-deck circle. Fouled straight back by McAllister. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Lynch with 10 strikeouts on the night. See if he's maybe got one more in him. Any kind out would be fine here. Beavers playing the out game. The guy on second doesn't mean a great deal. Slider misses outside, full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Maverick McAllister. And the payoff pitch from Logan Lynch. Swing and a miss! He struck him out! Number 11 for Logan Lynch! A huge out there. A very dangerous hitter. And Ben Simmons will come to the plate. Simmons 0 for 2 with a walk in the ball game. 1 away here in the top of the 9th inning. Lynch up to 116 pitches. That's tapped out in front of the plate. Gurney picks it up, falls down, and he hits the base runner. Mayo's injured. So the throw hit the runner on the number. And what are they going to rule there with Vargas? Vargas came in to score. So the umpiring crew is going to talk about this. That didn't hit his foot in the box. It sure seemed like it, but everybody had to keep playing until there's a call. The runner has to run, and the defense has to try and make the play. So the run does score. So Vargas scores. It's 3-2. Simmons is the runner at first base. And Amir Pinheiro at the plate, waiting for the ruling on Simmons. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Lynch looking for that double play ball. Pinheiro was hit by pitch his last at bat. Fouled over the screen and out of play. Pinheiro 0 for 2. So nothing yet, no update yet on ball clubs. Whether that was a base hit by Simmons, at any rate. Hit in the air. Joe Medill in. Calls for it. Makes a catch. 2 out. So the Bombers, 2 outs in the top of the 9th. No, they put the 1 in the top of the 8th, though, not the 9th on the scoreboard. But at any rate, it is top of 9. Ben Simmons is the base runner at first. That's drilled. Foul, and that looked like it hit the line. Now we're even because the Cortese hit the line down the right field line. That hit the line. Sure looked like it to me. Just because there wasn't a vapor trail of chalk. Okay, 0-1 the count. Man, Fernandez stung that. Hit in the air to deep center field. Hugh Montgomery over. He calls for it. And that'll be the ball game! Complete game win! Logan Lynch! Wow! I'm going to get you a pitch count. Looks like they're making a correction. Holy moly. What a performance by Logan Lynch as he goes the distance in a 3-2 win. The line on Logan Lynch, 9 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs both earned. There was 11 strikeouts and 1 base on balls, 121 pitches, 83 for strikes, and undoubtedly Logan Lynch is your Boston Pizza Player of the Game. Logan Lynch is a dog! What a ball game. The Brooks Bombers, 2 runs on 4 hits. They committed no errors and left 5 runners aboard. The Beavers, 3 runs on only 3 base hits. There were 3 Beaver errors and 9 runners left on base. Logan Lynch, the winning pitcher, the losing pitcher, was the starter, Paulo Martel. A complete game win for Logan Lynch. The Cartersville, Georgia product gets the job done. The sac fly by Rob Gurney turns out to be the game-winning RBI in the ball game. Now, these 2 teams will do it again tomorrow night. And, man, I hope it's as exciting as tonight. So on behalf of me, John Preddy, my wife, and everything up here, and everything to me at home, too, Lisa Preddy, we'd like to thank you for watching Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. And we wish you a safe drive home if necessary. Thank you, and good night.